Welcome to Post 9 and More Makes Less Misses. I'm your host, Ash Edwards, back again with another 2025 NBA playoffs recap. All first round game fours have been played, and since our last update, we had Minnesota and Lakers. Timberwolves went up 3-1 with Anthony Edwards putting up 40 plus, and the rest of the supporting cast showing up. Lakers put up a hero ball, which led to an and one in the last minute, and I think that's where they lost the game. Then you had the Pistons versus the Knicks, and Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson just continue to show up in the clutch. There was a confrontational non-call with Tim Hardaway Jr. shooting that three, but Pistons have to find a way to close the game, in my opinion. Then you had Orlando Magic and Celtics, where Celtics went up 3-1. And I feel like Jason Tatum doesn't get enough credit. He put up nearly 40 points, but I think when you've been that successful for that long, people just kind of get used to it. Shout out to OGs like Al Horford, who still bring the energy for that team. They were the last champions, so I guess we kind of expect that. Then you have Pacers and Bucks, where Pacers are taking care of business. I just think they have the Bucks card. Want to give a special shout out to Damian Lillard because he's one of our most influential players in this modern era, and I hope he has a speedy recovery and is able to come back to the game how he wants to. From there, you had the Cavs and the Heat, where Heat just had a really tough bout. The first attempt seed to make it into the playoffs as far as the play-in goes, and you just have a Cavs team that's hungry, #1 in the Eastern Conference, and they beat them by about 50 plus. They move on to the second round. Then you had the Warriors and Rockets, where Steph didn't really have his spectacular game you're used to, but he did what a superstar is supposed to do. He kept him in the game. And you had a Jimmy Butler return, where that's just as a second guy, and he puts up 30 points. It's really hard to stop that team. Shout out to Brandon Podziemski for hitting 6 threes and carrying his load. That's it for now. We'll see what happens in these Game 5s, especially in that Denver Nuggets and Clippers series. And as always, I hope you make more and miss less. I'll see you next time.